It is currently almost 9 a.m., October 7th, 2022. It is Friday, and I just wanted to give a quick update. I finally managed to sell my Sigma 16mm f1.4 lens. I sold that last night via Facebook Marketplace. I was originally planning to do a local sale, just hand it off directly to the person. But like it's been weeks and haven't had any actual buyers. But luckily yesterday somebody contacted me who wasn't local but was fairly close, and she offered to pay for shipping. And so that's what I did. So I haven't ever shipped a product like that before. I know people do it all the time. Like that's how eBay works, and I've certainly purchased from eBay, but I personally have never sold via shipping. So anyway, I did that yesterday, and it was a little bit scary, though. I had a long conversation with this buyer, and she she seemed like a real person, genuinely interested in it. And so I went to the post office yesterday and got them to pack it all up, and I was like waiting for her to pay me, waiting for that transaction to actually happen before I physically hand over the lens. And I didn't get a response for like almost half an hour, and I was like getting a little worried because I think the lens is all wrapped up. It was already in a box. It's got a shipping label on it. It was just literally ready to go, and I was sweating bullets. But as it turned out, I guess she was driving home from work at the time, and so she wasn't able to respond to my messages. And so thankfully with like maybe like 10 minutes to spare before the post office closed, she finally responded and she sent me the money, and I shipped it off. So that's great. Finally able to sell that lens. And wouldn't you believe it? The same night, a couple hours afterwards, I went ahead and put in an order for the Sony 11mm f1.8. Pretty excited about that lens. It happens to be on sale too, so fantastic. It's like $50 off, and it's not something that you see very often. It's a fairly new lens, first party lens, and it has a discount. Not very common, especially for something also that's very, very well liked, right? It's been very positively reviewed, so I'm shocked that it went on sale that quickly. It's not a huge steep sale. It's like 9% off, but hey, still not bad. So yeah. Now when it comes to wide angle lens like this, it is exciting because it's going to be wider than pretty much any like camera lens I've ever owned, but it's also not the most exciting thing because I have had wider, right? Because my Insta360 Go is wider than that 11mm. And what's more, like this iPhone 13 mini, the ultra wide on this is actually wider than 11mm. And so strictly speaking, I've actually seen wider. So it's not like super exciting. And then that's one reason. The other reason is that, when you get wide angle lenses, you're just approximating more like what you see with your eyes. Like your eyes is a wide angle lens, and so getting a wide angle lens just allows you to kind of capture more of the world as your eyes see it. And so in that way, it's actually not super exciting because you're just capturing what you're effectively seeing with your wide angle eyes. Contrast that to say a telephoto or a super telephoto, like birding lenses. those lenses, you see something different. You know, I can literally see feather detail in a bird, right? That I would never be able to get close to in real life. And I've literally seen the reflection of my house window off a bird's eye using a super telephoto lens, right? So super telephotos allow you to see something different than what you can see with your naked eye. And so in that way, telephotos are a bit more exciting. But of course, the problem with those super telephotos is that they're not very versatile, right? There are not very many situations where you need that kind of lens. Whereas with wide angles, you can use it most of the time. Like most of the things you want to take pictures of are, human size, within the same room as you. And so, wide angles are very useful. They're very versatile. Not the most exciting lens, but it's something that you're more likely to use. So anyway, the order is in, like I said, and it should be arriving tomorrow. And you bet there's going to be content about it.